In the middle of my first cruise ship contract, we had a dry dock and I made the best decision ever to go back home for a couple of weeks. I paid for my own flights. I could have stayed on the ship and gotten paid, but this was best for my mental health. So this is the journey going back to the ship. I'm not gonna lie, it was super long. I had to take 4 flights. The first one was to Athens, short and sweet, 1 hour 45-minute flight, but it was a very early one, 7:15 in the morning, so I'm still sleepy here. The next one was a 4-hour flight to London. I actually don't remember why I was pissed off here. This was back in January, but you know, travel struggles, I'm sure it was something. They gave us a cutesy kuluraki to eat, saw some great views of snowy mountains, and had the whole road to myself. Best thing. I actually didn't have too much waiting time in between my flights, which was good, but also I had to rush to self-transfer from one to the other. Here I couldn't understand why the check-in was at the same level as the arrivals, but then you had to go up a level to go to the departures. Found some mystery flavor Pringles, and also got some snacks, even though I would have a meal on the flight. Thought about taking a flight to Morocco to go and see my friends, but took the flight to Orlando as planned. The gate was empty for some reason, and not quite yet. We have a long flight ahead, but yeah, almost. Slowly but surely, we went in the plane. I was trying to be excited because this was the last flight, but I was exhausted. The guy next to me was taking a lot of space by putting his arm on the chair handle. And here we go, 9-hour flight, yay! Cotton Candy Skies, lots of movies. I didn't end up watching that one though. You could tint your window if you didn't want the sunlight in. I wrote down my schedule for the next week. And if you cannot hear this scene without a sound, you cannot be my friend. I fell asleep. You fell asleep? Love it. Oh, I was reading Verity at that time. Saw a pretty sunset, of course, and we were finally almost there. This is POV. Your grandma wants to see you walk down the aisle, but she never specified which one. This is Orlando Airport for you, pretty. I had to check into a hotel for the night. Well, not exactly for the night, just to sleep for a few hours. 8:30 p.m. I checked in, took a shower, freshened up, got some sleep. 4 a.m. I checked out. Waited for my Uber to get to the airport, printed my boarding pass, had to take a shuttle to get to my gate. By that point, I was pretty exhausted and sleep deprived, not gonna lie. I was surprised to see there was Wi-Fi on board. I usually don't take fancy flights. And what a pretty cloud. Bought this huge bottle of water to get me through the flight. And howdy! Last method of transportation to go to Port Everglades. And what do you know? Here's Summit. I had to give in about 1,000 documents and get them checked, but I was finally back. Had to do some sign-on trainings again, even though I was there for 3 months before. But nevertheless, happy to be back performing. Bye!